All right, let's dive in. Today, we're breaking down a really powerful story about ambition, the crazy high cost of burnout, and maybe, just maybe, a whole new way to think about success. It all comes down to one question. What if you treated your own health like a software project?
I mean, think about it for a second. Are you doing this? It's a deal so many of us make with ourselves, right? We say, I'll get healthy later. After this huge project is done, after I finally get that promotion. But what if later comes with a price tag that's just way too high? Well, this is the story of someone who made that exact deal. And her journey, well, it's a real wake-up call. It shows just how universal that pressure is to put success first and our well-being second.
Okay, so let's get into the first part of her story. This is where we meet our main character and we see how she gets caught in this mindset that she called the delayed payment trap.
So this is Cheng Shi. She's a rock star product manager at a huge tech company, and she basically lived for her work. We're talking 12-hour days, minimum, fueled by a constant stream of caffeine and takeout. And the irony? It's almost too much. She was the lead on a brand new health management app called Pulse. She was literally designing a product to help other people live healthier lives, while her own health was absolutely tanking. This was her mantra. This was the line she told herself over and over again. To her, health was something you could just put on a credit card, a delayed payment. She saw it as this reward she'd cash in on way down the road, once she was successful enough. She completely missed that it's the foundation you need to even get there. But here's the thing about putting your health on a credit card. You can only do it for so long. Sooner or later, that bill always comes due. And for Cheng Shi, the wake-up call wasn't just a quiet reminder. It was a full-blown body is shutting down kind of warning. 40. Just look at that number. 40 consecutive hours. That's how long Cheng Shi worked, without any sleep, just to make a single report perfect. She was obsessed, tweaking every tiny detail, right down to the punctuation. And it was after this insane marathon at 3 in the morning that her body just gave up.
She collapsed. She was rushed to the emergency room. And what the doctor told her wasn't just a medical diagnosis, it was this powerful metaphor that hit her like a ton of bricks. He said, your body's foundation is crumbling. The skyscraper you're building is about to fall. And in that moment, it all clicked. The price of her perfect career was her own life.
So she's on forced medical leave, and her mentor, who happens to be the company's founder, a guy named Mr. Shen, comes to visit her. But he didn't ask about work or deadlines. Instead, he gave her something totally different. A new philosophy, a framework that would completely change how she saw everything. He called it continuous health iteration, and for a product manager like Cheng Shi, this language just made perfect sense. He told her, health isn't some perfect finished product you launch one time and you're done. No, it's an operating system. It's something you have to constantly maintain, constantly upgrade with small, manageable patches. And this is just a brilliant way to show how simple it could be. Mr. Shen told her to forget about perfection. Instead, just start with version 1.0, the minimum viable product for your own health. So V1.0 wasn't perfect sleep. It was just being in bed by 11 p.m., no exceptions. Then you move to V1.1, not some crazy gym workout, just a 15-minute walk. Then V1.2, not a massive diet overhaul, just add one green vegetable to every meal. See? Small, sustainable, iterative improvements. So when Cheng Shi finally came back to work, she was a different person. She walked back in with a completely new operating system for her life, one that was built entirely around this idea of continuous iteration. This just captures that transformation perfectly. She moved away from that explosive, all-or-nothing mindset where burnout was like a badge of honor, and she adopted this new mindset of steady, continuous progress. Health was no longer some future reward. It was the daily engine that made everything else possible. And sustainability, that became the new goal. And the results were just incredible. It had a huge ripple effect. Because she was healthier, she was a better leader, calmer, more clear-headed. Her team's stress levels went down, and their efficiency actually went up. And her product, Pulse, it finally launched. Not as some perfect final version, but as a V1.0 they could improve with real feedback. She wasn't just building the app anymore. She became its most loyal user. And this, right here, is the ultimate lesson from her whole story. She finally got it. Health isn't the price you pay to be successful.
It is the very platform that you have to build first so that sustainable, long-term success is even possible.
So let's bring this all back to you. Forget about the idea of a perfect, massive health overhaul. Just thinking in this iterative way, what's the one small, totally manageable first feature you can ship for your own health V1.0? What's one little thing you can start today?